2-minute one, and today I'm going to be previewing the Tennessee Titans versus the Seattle Seahawks. I'm going to be giving my preview, my predictions, my takeaways, my matchups, everything you want to hear and know about this game. But I got to hear from you guys first. Who's winning this football game, and what is the score? Comment down below. Do you think it'll be a shootout, a blowout, an upset, whatever it is? Comment down below, and we'll see how we match up. So if you're Titans fans, try not to cry. It's okay. We'll cater to you, but you're probably going to go 0-2. That's just how it is. Accept it. Good news and bad news. Good news, so will the Colts. Bad news, no one likes to be 0-2, and there's a decent chance. Not saying it can't happen, but you still won't be winning the division because the Texans got to win week 1, and while they'll play the Browns and they'll probably get demolished, you probably still won't be number 1 in the division. But an upset is possible, and that's why I'm going to give the breakdown and give my odds of the Titans pulling off this upset. I mean, if you do look at the odds, give it 1 second to load. Titans, you can see the spread right there. Seahawks are favored by 5.5 points, but if you look at the actual percentages, Seahawks favored 69% to 31%. Sorry if you did not see the odds. I don't know if my face was covering it earlier, but again, the odds are 5.5 favored to Seattle. Looking at the overall matchups, in my opinion, you have Ryan Tannehill versus Russell Wilson. Is Tannehill a good quarterback? Is he an efficient quarterback? Yes. Can he get the job done? Yes. But we're talking about danger Russ here. This man, 254 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, a rating of 152.3. That is a definition of perfection. You look at the mere Ryan Tannehill, 212 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 74.9. Now, is this all to blame on Ryan Tannehill? 100% not. You saw Chandler Jones in that game. I don't care who the Cardinals were playing. If Chandler Jones has that performance, there's a 95% chance Mahomes, Rodgers, Watson, Wilson, Brady, anyone that's gets sacked by 5 times by the same guy probably isn't going to be having a great game. I will admit to that. But again, when you have Russell Wilson on the other side to make up for the fact that he doesn't have a Chandler Jones to come after him, it's scary for the Titans. Breaking it down, Backfield, we're obviously going to give the edge to Derrick Henry. While he didn't have his best game and Chris Carson performed relatively well, come on, it's Derrick Henry. We're not saying he's bad by any means. Chris Carson, again, did well, but we got to give the edge to the Titans as far as the backfield. Offensive line, before this game, I would have said the Titans have a more stout one with Taylor Lewin, but I liked what the Seahawks had put together. Dwayne Brown was there. He looked good. I think the Seahawks, you can make the argument today, have the better line, but I do think if they were at 100%, Titans may be there. This is a pick your poison one. Receiving room. This is tough. Do you want Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf, who seem to have one of the best deep threat connections ever with Russell Wilson, at least as far as Tyler Lockett and Russell Wilson goes? Or do you want the guys that got shut down, A.J. Brown and Julio Jones? Look, I love A.J. Brown and Julio Jones. I think they're both arguably top 10 receivers on the same squad. But when they're limited to 49 yards and 29 yards, 78 yards combined, that's a little scary. Now, are they going to be playing a Byron Mumphrey and a Budda Baker? No, but they will be playing a Jamal Adams, who's arguably better than Budda Baker. So pick your poison again. Do you want DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett, who are coming off the hotter week, or do you want Julio Jones and A.J. Brown, who are on paper the better duo? Now, the defense. Neither are spick and span defined as perfect. That's for goddamn sure. But Titans, Big Jeff, Bud Dupree, Janoris Jenkins, Kevin Byard, those are the highlight players for them, at least in my personal opinion. Seahawks, Carlos Dunlap, Bobby Wagner, Jamal Adams, those are the big highlight players. Both have other guys that are coming up as well. But who do I think has the actual edge here? Depends how some of these younger guys are really going to play. Quandre Diggs, Jordan Brooks on the Seahawks. Can those guys hit that next level week in and week out? They performed great last week, but can they do it again? Janoris Jenkins, he had 8 tackles. It's a tough matchup for me. Seattle is at home. They have the better quarterback, and they have the team that is coming off a much hotter win. But then with that argument, you could say, oh, the Titans are as hungry as ever to get a win. They are going to backyard football this game to a win no matter what it takes. They will come out on top. You can make the argument both ways 100%. But when I see one quarterback get sacked 6 times in the week before and the other quarterback throw 4 touchdowns in the week before and have pretty much a perfect passer rating, it's going to be hard for me to say that sacked quarterback's going to win. I know it's a different matchup. I know neither of these teams are probably going to replicate to the nth degree what they did in week 1. It's such a small sample size to just justify anything of as far as full NFL predictions off of week 1. Do I really think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a butt crap season of 2 interceptions? No. But based on what I saw in Tennessee, it just shows to me how badly they can be shut down if pressure's on Tannehill and the run game is not working for Henry. You cannot be winning the game with just A.J. Brown and Julio Jones alone. You need to be firing on all cylinders to scrap through a game. And the Seahawks, obviously, if you take Russ out of the game, they're not 1% of what they are. But Russ always has some positive impact on this game, and Tannehill and Henry, they were just any other players in this game pretty much as far as providing star power value. Again, breaking it down, QB goes to the Seahawks, offensive line pick your poison, receiving room pick your poison, backfield goes to backfield goes to the Titans. And the defense, I would personally lean towards Seattle, and it being at home, I'm going with the Seahawks in this one. I think they're the hotter team. I think they have higher aspirations as far as Super Bowl aspirations. I think the Titans could still be a dark horse team in the AFC, but we'll just have to see how it turns out. So many people were talking crap about how the Titans are going to beat the Cardinals, and you just wait and see how we beat the little petty birds, and they're going to be saying it in this video, but I'd win a football game before you start talking some crap. And I know I'm talking a little bit of crap. I'm not a fan of either of these teams. I'm not a fan of the Seahawks or the Titans, but I'm giving my opinion on who I like and who I think is better, and I like Russell Wilson, and I think they're the better team. We'll just have to see how it ends up. If the Titans win this game and edge them out, will I be shocked? No, they do have on paper, a great roster, but due to the eye test, on paper doesn't mean crap. On field is what means everything. So therefore, I'm going with the Seahawks. I think it'll be a good game, but I do think they will somewhat, I don't want to say dominate the game, because I got to see how can the Seahawks stop Jonathan Taylor and Derrick Henry back-to-back weeks? I don't have full confidence in that, and they didn't shut down Jonathan Taylor, but he didn't get 100 rushing yards. But I'm curious to see how they will do, and I do think they will, in a way, control the pace of this game and win. Let's say, I'm going to say 30-20. 30-20 Seahawks. That's what I got. That's what I got for Russ. That's what I got for Danger Russ. That's what I have for Seattle at home. Better quarterback, hotter team. Super Bowl aspirations versus hopeful playoff aspirations. These two teams are just on somewhat different levels after week 1. I think everything will change after week 2, after week 3, after week 4. We don't have enough data. It's a small sample size to really justify everything and give bold, full-on takes that I'm confident in. But based on what I have seen, I'm rolling Seattle on this one. You guys tell me, though, what do you think? Comment down below your score prediction. Will it be a blowout, a shootout, an upset? Is my prediction wrong? Let me know what you think. Again, I'm unbiased. I'm open-minded. I like Russell Wilson a lot. If you got the right take about Tennessee, about Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill, the O-line, Julio Jones, A.J. Brown, whatever it may be, as to why you think they will win, comment down below. I'll read it. I'll respond to it. And I'll let you know what I think. I'm open-minded, and maybe you might just change my mind. As always, and of course, thanks for watching, guys.